The following message is transmitted at the request of Dr. Ron Paul. It's happening. I could have saved you. I tried to warn you, but you looked away. You asked for this. You've made your bed. Why didn't you listen? You cannot stop it, it hasn't even begun. It's too late. I told you so, why did you believe them? I could have saved you. I tried to warn you. You looked away. You asked for this. You've made your bed. Now lie in it. But don't call it a grave. It's the future you chose. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. And the machine is bleeding to death. It didn't have to end like this. It's happening. It didn't have to be like this.
Every time.
It's happening.
Every time I look at the market, I see even more depressed image. And what's funny is that as I'm looking at it, because I was expecting like a total wash today, but I guess that would be too obvious because it's Friday the 13th. Every time it does this weird thing where it'll dip several hundred points, 1,000 points in like a minute, and then it'll prop right back up to where it was or a little bit higher, and then just go parallel. And it's because the fucking boomers refuse to let this die. They refuse to let the economy crash and burn as it rightfully deserves to do. And it's extremely frustrating. The boomers, to their last breath, even as the coronavirus begins judicially purging them from the planet for their crimes, they continue to spite us by propping up an inflated economy. And I put just a little bit in just to play with, because I've always wanted to play with stocks, and I figured, when you have the coronavirus just murdering everything, it's high volatility. It would be a perfect time to play around and maybe lose money for fun, like a vacation to Las Vegas, but not right now because Las Vegas is probably closed down. And I made some good calls and I made some bad calls, but I'm pretty much even. And I'm just, because I put all my money into like viral research and medical apparel. I can't lose too much. What bothers me is I thought, I'm a genius. I will put my money into toilet paper manufacturers because that's what everyone's fucking buying. But for some reason, even that's down. And it makes me wonder, like, why does the stock market have no correlation to reality? Why is it like this weird abstract concept that floats above the actual economy and the actual demands of people? Because in a sensical world, the companies making toilet paper should be fucking like up 400,000% right now because everyone is buying it. But instead those companies are going down. It's like, what? How is this even possible? How is it when every store in the United States is now completely deprived of toilet paper that the companies that produce toilet paper are not through the roof? So I don't know that shit, but I do think that Bobo the bear is extremely cute, and I'm a huge fan of him, even though he represents economic downturn. So I'm always happy to see more Bobo on Biz as I tour the board. I can't really call myself like a denizen of it because I only pop in there when shit's going crazy just to watch and enjoy the nonsense. Fix my mic. Okay, what is wrong with my mic? Because I've been playing around with it. Is it too quiet or too loud? Let's get this out of the way right now because I heard how bad my audio quality was last time and I decided I would fuck with it, but I don't know. I don't even know what's happening anymore with my mic. Oh my god, I did not win on gambling. How did this happen? I don't know. Well, stocks aren't technically gambling. You can read the market and place bets, right? Fix what? Fix microphone. I'm reading it. What the fuck? Nothing's wrong. Sounds fine. Fix microphone. Okay, I'll bring it a little bit closer to my mouth. It's too quiet. It's popping. How is it popping? I don't even know. I don't know what's wrong with my mic. Because it's the echo, I guess. I don't know. I guess, is this better? Is this better? Put it in my mouth. I'll try. Well, the echo I can't help because I'm in like an old Serbian apartment building. This is as good as it gets, I guess. Mic is loud but quiet. How does that make sense? How is it both loud and quiet? Okay. Okay, excellent. We're going, okay. Okay, now it's fine. Fine. Whatever. Here, I'll just shut the fuck up and I'll play a clip. How about that? We'll just skip me talking and go right to something I want to show everyone. Where is this? Here we go. We'll play this. This is excellent. If I can just get Firefox open. If anything wants to work today, thank you.
I love how people try to push their authority onto me like it means fucking shit. All I'm gonna do is play your fucking little game and go through your little fucking hoops and play pretend again. So you can pretend that I'm someone I'm not, just so you can have it on paper. 'Cause every single one of you is crazy. You don't know how to leave a motherfucker alone, do you? No. You like to play crazy. You like to, let's drive someone crazy game. Yeah, I've played that game my whole life. And I'll continue to play that fucking stupid game. While I'll tell you that I know you're playing a fucking stupid game straight to your face and say, fuck you, I hate you.
She's pausing to drink a canned Yahoo. I want to point that out. I haven't had a Yahoo since I was like 10.
See, that's how the world works. They play games with you, but they pretend that you're the one who's playing the game. Yeah, I'm just doing as you tell me to do. I recognize I am your slave. Your slave to society, who you've driven absolutely batshit insane. I really don't care.
Okay, I'm done. That's like, I want to know, chat. You tell me, is she on heroin or methamphetamine? Cause I can't tell. While chat pours in, because I'm on normal latency right now, so chat and the video have a bit of a delay. That's an accident. But I wanna give you a rundown. I mentioned this woman before. Her name is Shanny, or Shanny for Christ. And there are two kinds of commentators on the internet. There are the intellectuals, the funny, smart, intelligent, and handsome people who comment on the finer points of insane weirdos on the internet that a discerning audience would partake in. And then there are absolute fucking bottom feeders who are fat as hell, like fatter than me, addicted to something or multiple things. They usually have a couple children, an arrest record, and are just absolute fucking I don't know what word to use that wouldn't get me banned. I'm desperately scanning my brain for something that I can throw against the YouTube TOS and not get deleted for. You could fill in the blanks. They're that kind of people. And Shanny has been inserting herself in and around Chantel, the prime fat right now. Because Amberlynn's being boring and stupid. But Chantel is the prime fat. And she's cropping up, like, it's like weird how what I thought was just me talking about locales, like a really super stupid niche audience thing, has become like a weird cottage industry of total losers that don't have an appreciation for the arts. setting up like these really bitchy reaction channels where they just sit and watch a fucking video, and like as it comes out, like the day of, and they'll put out like 6 or 7 videos like a week of them just watching shit and commenting on it, and the comments they make are like, yeah, sure, that's right, I'm sure that's true. And it's like, how does somebody watch this? How does somebody like sit there and dedicate themselves to watching this shit? Because it's so fucking boring to hear someone give off the cuff like they're eating food or something, and they're going like because they disagree with something. I don't know. Anyways, she's one of those people, and people looked into her because she's kind of disgusting. And it turns out she's like a disgusting meth head. That she does porn now, despite being like a Jesus freak. She does porn, and she constantly says that Jesus loves her because prostitutes are interesting, because in the Bible Jesus hung out with prostitutes, therefore Jesus loves her more than most people, I suppose. And she has a wonderful history of being married and divorced, popping out a baby between husbands, losing custody of them, all sorts of shit. And that the guy in the background of her videos, her husband Rev, there's no marriage record, her boyfriend Rev will like a hype man for a rap concert or something, go, that's right, over and over again. And I think I talked about her last week. I wanna, do I have a good one? Here, let's do this. This is 2 minutes. It's perfect.
All right. So here's the thing. I know how the government works now because I figured it out, and
did I play the specific clip of her saying that she changed? I'll play it just in case. It's a
numbers.
Good clip.
So I need you guys help. I want you all to go and call up the FBI and report Kiwi Farms for cyber stalking and cyberbullying. Everyone who hears this, call up the FBI and tell them to investigate kiwifarms.com for cyber stalking and cyberbullying. It is a high federal offense and crime. And they won't listen. They won't stop unless we start reporting these. So in order to stop these cyber stalkers, we're going to have to report them. So I was looking up, and I was suggested to report kiwifarms.com to the FBI. And if we have the numbers enough, maybe the FBI will be able to look more into this and stop this from happening and let people be free again to be able to be content creators. Like I said, report kiwifarms.com to the FBI in numbers, because they are the main perpetrators of this cyberbullying and cyber stalking that's going on with all of us. Chantel, Amberlynn, Trisha Paytas, it's all kiwifarms.com. They are literally asking people for information about us. Yeah. Literally. So let's all call the FBI and report Kiwi Farms for cyber stalking. Amen. Call your local FBI agency in your area. Let's get this done, guys. We're so fucking sick of this. I'm sick of this. Amen. Let's report the FBI to the FBI. Report kiwifarms.com to the FBI. They are the ones who are the main perpetrators of this cyber stalking and releasing all our records to the public. It's illegal. Peace and Maranatha.
Oh no. My stream is shitting itself. It can't be my internet. It has to be like my GPU just taking a dump because it can't handle streaming anymore. Let's see, I'll power this off. How frustrating. Close this, I guess. Close this. Yeah, I don't know. My stream just dies in the middle of it. If it doesn't resume, I might have to just continue on as a recording and upload it as as a stream or something. I don't know. It can't be my network. Fix my proxy. I don't have a proxy on. I've been effectively killed by Shanny for Christ, I guess. Can you DDoS a stream? It's not even DDoS, I don't think. Too many megabytes of fat. Oy vey, fund my GPU. I don't know. I might have to kill it. I might have to kill it if it's this bad. It's fine now. Is it actually fine? It was just the video. The way I mean, OBS is still red for me, even though the kilobytes per second is up. I am back. Okay, excellent. I guess if it goes down again, I'm going to. My plan is I will just kill the stream, narrate it, and then upload it edited so that it is continuous. So now we're going to go. You ready? Let's continue. Let's continue with this. Okay, this is 36% minute. I do want to actually. Let me just show you. Like, this is her stream. She does like a stream of consciousness where she just bitches about shit, and this one is pretty great. This is the one where you can hear her boyfriend in the back.
So.
Wow.
Actually, what's she crying about?
Oh. How he thought my vagina would smell.
Oh, this is her
he was like,
describing getting raped. Like
since December. December was really bad for me with suicide ideation. And it's been kind of like subsiding, but I don't know. Yesterday it was Pimp Monk.
Yeah.
That actually caused me to do this to myself, and it was. He triggered me.
She got triggered.
Really, 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 really bad. Because he was talking about how he thought my vagina would smell, and he was like going in such deep detail. Not that any of it was true, but he looked
just to clarify,
and sounds, and the things he was saying was just like the things that gang rape I had when I was 16 were said to me. They were saying that stuff to me when I was being raped, and
wow.
I love that reaction. She's talking about I don't know if it's true. I don't care. Like, I got gang raped when I was 16 by 7 people. It reminds me exactly when people dismiss me on the internet for being a retard. And what's the husband or Rev's reaction? It's just like a casual DSP. He just lost at a video game. Wow. Let's see. I guess I could keep playing more. This is her cycle, by the way. She does these streams where she just like does whatever's on her head. I feel bad for me, and the husband is back there just constantly like reassuring her with the most unenthusiastic comments of all time.
It just put so much fucking trauma back in my heart. And I told him, people like you are the reason why people commit suicide. I told him that. Because he triggered something so deep that I put away for so long. Because I try to avoid thinking about it. I mean, why would a woman want to think about being gang raped?
You're right.
And Pimp Monk sounds and looks and just how he talks is just like that leader of that gang rape.
She's having a fucking meltdown over some guy called Pimp Monk. Let me actually show you Rev, by the way. I want to take a cut to Rev. Someone pointed this video out, and it's pretty good. Where's the actual original? There it is. Here, I have it at 16. This is him in line at school, at her daughter's school, to pick her kid up. And I want you to just watch his behavior.
I feel like I'm gonna puke. Wow. I got that demonic spirit of Joker. It's making me sick. Oh my God. That's my wallet, folks.
You can hear him outside screaming, "Oh my God!" Still, as the yellow school bus passes by to pick up kids. Look at the car pull in.
God, I don't know why I feel like I'm gonna fucking puke.
I wanna
Oh
know.
my God, please help me, Jesus.
I want to know if he's on heroin or if he's on meth. Does meth make...
I'm glad I didn't light that cigarette, folks.
It has to be heroin.
Right up, church, like man. This. So I haven't heard a fucking video from you yet, Ryan.
It's called meth.
But skin you gone and fucked up. Oh my God.
Meth.
Oh, that's okay. What my buddy Mike Giancini used to do on his fucking steering wheel. He'd be listening to Juggernaut.
All right, I'll cut it off there. I want to go over her court record because when people started looking into her, they found out that she had been arrested in July. I want to say July of last year for physically assaulting Rev. Let's see if I can find this. This report will document the adult arrest of Shannon Dornbush for domestic violence related to third-degree assault in the city and county of Boulder, Colorado. I was dispatched along with Officer Briscoe to a domestic disturbance. Dispatch advised the husband had been drinking in the apartment and is the apartment, demanding the wife to give him the car keys so he can leave. The wife refused to give him the keys because he was drinking. Both parties were arguing and both were still in the apartment. Both units arrived at the scene and met both parties located in the living room. I asked the male, Jason, which is Rev, to step out into the hallway and talk with my partner. Myself and Officer Desmond went inside to speak to Shannon. I asked Shannon for some basic personal information and at the same time had her sit down. Shannon sat down at the kitchen table located in the living room. I asked Shannon to tell me about the events. Jason and Shannon's two children were all at the movie theater watching Pokemon Pikachu. Jason was upset he didn't want to be there, and prior to going to the movies had around 2 to 3 alcoholic drinks. While at the movies, Shannon said Jason had approximately 3 more alcoholic drinks and was acting belligerent. Shannon stated at some point during the movie she wanted to hold Jason's hand, and when she reached for Jason, slapped her arm away. Shannon said Jason did that at several times and caused her pain roughly on a 3 out of 10 scale. This upset both of them. Shannon said that she went to the restroom and Jason left. Wasn't in the theater at the remainder of the movie. They went home after the movie. She put the two boys to bed, and after the children were asleep, she and Jason started arguing about what had happened at the movies. Shannon describes Jason as getting very upset, loud, and that he started to throw things around the kitchen. She felt threatened, and that's when she called the police. I looked around the apartment and noticed that the entire apartment was messy and dirty. When I asked Shannon about why the apartment was so messy, she said it wasn't because of Jason, it was because she has fibromyalgia, and it's hard for her to clean the apartment. I asked Shannon if Jason has ever hit her before. She said no, he hasn't, and added that they haven't had any past physical fights or police presence. I asked Shannon if they were married. She said that they're engaged and have been living together in the apartment for the last year. He didn't want to go see a kid's movie. Jason admits to having a total of approximately 7 drinks throughout the evening. Jason said he hasn't been drinking a lot, but admitted tonight he had too many. Jason said that while the family was watching the movie, Shannon tried to hold his hand. He didn't want to hold her hand and pushed her hand away multiple times, but she kept trying. Jason said, I asked Jason if he hit her arm away, and he denied hitting her, and she pushed her arm away because he was upset and didn't want to hold her hand. Jason said that this upset Shannon, and they left the movie to go to the restroom. Jason said he was annoyed and upset, and he left the movie and waited outside until the movie was over. That's the altercation. I'm waiting for the actual thing. I then confirmed with Briscoe to see if what Jason was telling me was the same story he told him. Briscoe advised me that during the argument, Jason and Shannon hit/whipped him with a fetish whip on his arms and legs. Jason did have red marks and welts that showed his injuries. I took photos of the injuries and will process them for evidence. I was also told that during the argument, Shannon... Sorry, I got really paranoid right there that my mic was muted, because it usually is, and I had to check. It was like in the back of my mind, nagging me. Make sure that this is recording. I was also told that during the argument, Shannon slapped Jason across the face. I asked Jason if he was slapped, and he admitted to being slapped very hard by Shannon. I spoke with Shannon about the slap, and Shannon admitted to it. Shannon said that Jason got her in the face while they were arguing and felt threatened, and she didn't know what to do, so she slapped him across the side of the face. Shannon was asked about the fetish whip. She denied hitting him with the whip. When I asked Jason again about the whip, this time he claimed he was trying to protect himself from getting hit and put his arms up to block from getting whipped. I guess to the face. So this is conducive to the injuries on his arm. And then, this is them recording the injuries, I guess, photographing him. This is the body cam footage. At some point, the audio gets turned on, and I want you to hear the audio of her getting arrested.
This is ridiculous. This guy get some shoes. Do you need some shoes? I don't know where any of my shit is. Can I just leave barefooted?
Yes, you may. Do you have anything else on you?
No, I don't. Can I talk to him real quick?
Turn around. I need to patch it down real quick.
I have nothing. I don't even have underwear on.
Ew.
This is ridiculous. I get put in jail and he hits me.
That's like, this is like me at the stock market. I expect it to go up. I call the police, right, expecting him to get arrested, and then I get arrested and my stocks go down. This is an exact allegory. It's written in the stars.
Can I talk to him, please, real quick, about the boys?
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. I'm going
That's
to
not the
jail.
fun part. Hold up. Where is it at?
Serve this.
Oh, here. Is it this? She starts whining really bad.
You can sector or phone at the foot of your seat. So
Where's my phone?
it's coming with you. You want to go back? So you want to sit on the curb? Sit down?
Can you just take these off me? I promise.
I cannot take them off.
Or
I'm
loosen
sorry.
them, please. Please.
We already have them doubled up.
It hurts so bad. Please get
Well,
this
when
off
we get
me.
the ambulance to get here, then we
I
can
don't deserve this.
possibly take them off.
Just take me to the mental ward instead. I'd rather go. This hurts so bad. Officer, please. It's too tight. This hurts so bad, please.
What hurts right now?
My back and my shoulders. I have fibromyalgia. This is hurting like
No.
hell.
Okay.
Not the
Please
fibra.
help me. I can't get a strap like this back here like this. I need the frontward. I need to be handcuffed to the frontward, please. I'm begging you. I'm not going to fight you guys. I just want to get out of pain. It hurts. Oh, thank you. Praise God. Thank you.
Okay. Do you want to go single? We do it in front.
Oh,
We can do it.
oh.
They did it. They front cuffed her.
It hurts so bad.
Why is she hurting now? They front cuffed her. There's no pressure anywhere. It's like having your hands in your lap. How can you possibly be bitching still?
Ow, 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 ow.
Ouch, owie, oof. The handcuffs are made of lava. You left them on the stove for an hour. Why does she keep saying help? They're not doing anything.
I want something to drink too. I need help.
Oh my god. She's like jiggling as she cries. Okay, I'll cut it there. I think she stops bitching at some point. It gets good again after they make her move. Oh, they do call an ambulance. Oh my god. Call the ambulance. This lady needs help. I think, I know there's some more banter with her. Why is she back in the house? I guess because she needs to talk to Jason about the kids.
He needs to take care of the boys.
Are you okay with that?
Can I talk to him real quick?
Charges the same.
No.
Let's try this
I'm
guy.
going to jail. What? I'm going to jail.
Real quick. Let's keep going. What you guys say?
Why are you going to jail?
They're pressing charges on me for me hitting you.
So you're going to be responsible for the boys tonight, okay?
I didn't want to press charges.
You understand?
You don't get to do that.
understand.
Okay, here's a fun thing that I know about cops, by the way. And I know this because my mom, when I was a little boy, worked police dispatch in Maryland. And she said that almost all the calls they got were domestics, people arguing with each other, and either someone calls the police or the people call. But usually what was happening was the wife would call the police on the domestic, and then once the police got there and broke up the fight, they would get cold feet and say, I don't want to press charges, and then the police would leave, and it would waste police time fucking constantly because they were just going out to get people to stop fighting, and nothing happened after that, and they didn't want that to be their job anymore. So the Maryland Congress passed a bill that said if the police get called out to a domestic and there's people fighting, someone has to go to jail. So usually what happens is, even if you don't want to press charges, the police come to break up the fight. Someone goes to the tank for like the weekend, and then they get out on Monday. And there's a big mess. You got to pay the bonds and shit. You got to go to court. You got to get your sentencing. And it's usually a whole mess. Very expensive. But that's how they keep from having low information voters just waste their fucking time constantly. So that's why he's upset and getting angry that they're arresting her, even though he's not pressing charges.
I didn't want to press charges, though.
We know that, but for domestic violence,
Oh, he says it.
our hands are kind of tied, even if you didn't want to press charges.
She called.
Okay. Hey, Jake,
Can we do something about this?
No, we got to go tonight. There's no option we have.
Can you take care of my babies?
I'm going away
care of
for
my
a weekend.
babies, Jason.
Tell my babies I love them. Teach little Jared to hit that meth pipe like I do.
Help me. Bye, Jason. This is called MK Ultra, by the way.
What?
Time for reprogramming.
She's gonna get reprogrammed.
I defend myself as a woman, and you throw me into jail.
I heard.
I hear you.
There's more to the story, though. So.
And what's more to the story, he hits me, I defend myself. When he gets in my face, I get thrown into jail. I just want to go to sleep. That's all I wanted was to go to sleep.
Get you a place to lay down.
No, I'm going to be up all night and be stuck in a room full of fucking weird chicks. And I don't want to be full of weird chicks. I just want to sleep. Fibromyalgia, another problem.
Oh no, not the fiber. Can I get my peels?
know it's unfair.
I want to stop it because it's been going on for so long, but it's so funny.
It's probably the best way to get you guys down the right path.
Oh, he hits me and I get thrown in jail.
She desperately wants him to get arrested instead of him.
No, it's because of my prior past, isn't it?
Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you.
I have one
What?
thing.
Tonight, I don't think we're worried about any of that. I think we're more concerned about
This
what
hurts
happened
so much. Can you get
Oh my
this off
God.
my wrist?
Can't.
See, that guy is so fed up now. You can hear it in his voice.
So bad, you
They're,
have no idea.
they're pretty loose.
This is unfair.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Go over to the passenger side.
That'd be easier to call AMR back out here.
We'll see how this goes.
Okay, I'll skip forward a little bit. Let's see.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ouch, owie, oof. The handcuffs. I'm allergic to metal. My fiber acts up when I get metal on me.
Everything hurts. I'm gonna pass out. I want something to drink too.
Get out. Have a seat. Alright, try.
Oh, please lay down on the ground. She doesn't want to go to jail. That's why she wants to go to the hospital. There's nothing wrong with her. She has no injuries.
Work on some of your self-care that you were talking with the paramedics
How can I
about.
self-care? I just wanted to go to bed and sleep. And you guys arrest me.
Focus on the breathing. Take some slow, deep breaths.
Bullshit.
The cops have to do yoga with her. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now repeat after me. Who the
I need
fuck's
something
calling
to
me?
drink.
Who the fuck
Get some
calls me?
water or something.
Don't.
Who even knows my phone number? Fuck off with that.
All I wanted was to go to bed.
I was gonna. It interrupted my great joke. I was gonna say, breathe in and breathe out. Now repeat after me. I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. Because that's a South Park reference. That's what makes it funny. That's her lawyer. Oh, okay. Let me pause this. I want to be done with this. Maybe I'll go back to it later because it is pretty funny just her crying. But she's sitting on the curb being quiet now. Let me show you. I think she put out another video like super recently. That's worth sharing. Well, let's say I'm a T thing. Fuck! Did I not save it? I'm a total idiot if I didn't save that. Maybe this is it. It's just this video of her being completely nonsensical. I want to say there's more to it.
I didn't listen to him. I should have listened. He warned me about my teeth, too. He showed me in dreams that I was going to lose my teeth. I did.
She's
but
talking about
you know
Jesus,
what?
by
I
the way.
accept that. Because now I look even more like a cat. Because, see, cats only have these type of teeth, too. They do. He's just turning me into his little sex kitten. That's what God is doing. That's what God is doing. He likes that. He likes that. Why do you think he hung around with prostitutes? He likes that. God likes to feel sexy. Of course he does. You like to feel sexy. What makes you think God doesn't like to feel sexy? We were created in his image. Oh no. To feel powerful. Oh no. Boy, he activated me in some weird fucking fashion. to be a mad prophet of God. There's nothing you can do. You just have to accept it. You just have to accept it. Go along with the tide. Go along with, God's just going to force me to read this Bible here to you people. And are you capable, people, of, actually listen to what the Bible says? Can you do that? Because, see, I'm doing something quite similar called, my old series called Back to the Roots. No. It's a new series. It's called Breaking the Seals. And this time, the seals will be broken, and this time the Lord Jesus Christ will come. Because I'm doing it out of intentions for him and him alone to come, because I'm tired of you motherfuckers in this world. I don't want to be here anymore with you guys. You have
Okay, I'll cut it off there, because it's just like ranting. But that was the part I really wanted to show you, was her growling like a cat and being like, God wants to feel sexy. Played all that. Oh, okay. Just one thing I'm looking out for. Actually, let me just check her channel real quick and make sure that I have the most recent video. Breaking, Corona got me raging, whatever. Yeah, all her videos are like weird meth-addicted psychobabble. I'll check up on her later, because she's putting out content pretty regularly, but she likes to delete them. She likes to do streams where she just like says crazy shit and then deletes them later. So I have to be on top of that. Now that we have a thread for it, it'll probably get archived pretty well. All right, enough of that. Speaking of her, before I forget, she was arrested in December as well because Levi, or whatever the fuck his name is, Rev, had a hit and run with property damage only, and they found her like 2 days later, and they got arrested for that, and they're currently in court fighting it. They both pled not guilty, but it should wrap up in the next couple months or so, and when that happens, the prosecuting attorney says that they'll release the body cam footage and police report. So when that concludes, I'll get to play more video of her crying and pretending to have fibromyalgia. All right. I did mention this on the last stream, by the way, but not the last stream, but earlier this week I did like a small stream that I won't post on the podcast feed. So just as a recap, the zoo sadist, Dane Simmons, Snake Thing, the one who was really gross. He was the one who was basically encouraging everyone, and he was the one who got extorted into releasing logs that resulted in Wolf getting unpersoned in Cuba, and what's his face? The furry, the big Popu fur, get basically canceled out of the furry community. He was the first person who got, and he pled guilty only a couple days ago on the 9th to 10 different degree counts. I looked it up. It wasn't just like 18 or so. He had 38 different counts of I think it was child pornography. This encouraging child sexual abuse is not actual child sexual abuse. It was possession of child pornography, and he pled out of the 38. He got 18 of them, or 10 of them, I'm sorry. And the first degree ones are for, I want to say like 36 to 30 months. And the second degree ones are 24 months. And there was a little bit of a discussion of if this would be consecutive or not, because in the U.S. you can get found guilty, you can plead out to many different counts and then serve them all at the same time. So it would be, 36 months in prison. And it didn't help that in the court record, the way that it's written is very strange, because it doesn't say if it's consecutive or not in plain English. It just said like consecutive sentence, and then it had a bunch of commas, and each one had an extra comma. And I was thinking that's probably like a blocking thing that they can't visualize correctly because the system sucks. So I ended up calling the public records, the court in Oregon, and asking, like, is this consecutive? Can you look at it? And the woman was really nice and happy. And, was like, oh, hey, thanks for calling. How can I help you? I said, oh, I need you to look at this plea. I need you to tell me if this is consecutive or not. And she's like, sure. And then, ticka. She's typing it up, looking at it. And then after she looks at the charges and adds up that they're consecutive, like her entire demeanor changed to really dour. Because I guess she thought, I was like, oh, my friend's in trouble. I want to see if he's getting out in like a week or a week in 1 month. And instead it's like a 25-year sentence for child pornography. She's like, yeah, this is consecutive. So it is 300 months or 25 years in prison. Get wrecked. And I mentioned this, I'll make the same joke I made in the last one. If you're one of those people who loves the righteous fury of a big black dick, I guess now would be the most appropriate time for wishing for such a thing. Because there's no fucking way. On the West Coast, you get 300 months for child pornography and animal abuse. He didn't get convicted on animal abuse or played out to animal abuse, but that was the initial incident that caused them to like take his equipment and stuff and scan it. And I guess when they found that he had child pornography, they're like, fuck the animal abuse charges, because that's probably really shitty. Like the actual time, we'll just get him for child porn. And they did. And once that leaks out, he's going to have a really hard time. Because in the U.S., it's like if you are a vulnerable prisoner, if you're a high-risk prisoner, you have two options, basically, when it comes to time served. You can either go into Gen Pops and risk getting, like, murdered and raped and just constantly abused, or you can go into protective custody, which is literally just solitary confinement with, I guess, a little bit better conditions, because it's not punitive, but you are 23 hours a day isolated in the administrative segregation unit, and you get 1 hour in the court. And even if you do go to a prison specifically designed for people who are at risk, there's no guarantee that you're going to be any better off there, because people there will still hunt you. Not everyone is there because they're a pedophile. A lot of people there are going to be there because they were a narc in their gang, so they had to be isolated. So that's why people hate them so much. They get put with the pedophiles, and then they still end up getting killed. Oh well, the long dick of the law. That's right. But that's it. That's the end of that. For a long time, assuming he doesn't die. There's something else I wanted to mention. I could mention how Alendy threw her cat, or no, didn't throw her cat. Got bit by her cat. We'll watch that because it's funny. It's funny how fake it is. Where is this thread at? It's just beautiful. It's a thing of beauty.
And I don't wanna miss a thing, even when I dream of your.
It's such a good chunk too. It's not even like a small bite. Like he bites into it, it hangs on. You can see it fold. And then she starts whimpering. If you don't know, Lindy was the one who threw her cat, and also I think she was the one who let her dog hump her, the fluffy white dog. I made a video montage of that set to White Girls Fuck Dogs. Because it's happened like 4 times now. And now her cat hates her. When she sings, it bites the fuck out of her. It's a stain jump. I don't know. Has anything else happened this week? Because I talked about... I can bitch about my fucking situation. I completely forgot about that. Someone asked why I started early. The stream started at noon Eastern Standard Time. And that has changed. There's daylight savings time in the U.S. So now the 6-hour gap is a 5-hour gap right now. Anyways, here's what... Again, I like to do these with the anticipation that someone might actually listen to them after they're recorded, which is a lofty proposition, especially when my audio is super fucked up and annoying to listen to. But here is the situation in the U.S. right now, the coronavirus. Trump banned travel from EU to the U.S. and vice versa for foreign nationals. So the planes are not bringing any Europeans into the United States anymore. If you're a EU citizen, you cannot come to America, which is wild to think about. I don't think it's ever happened where we just had a flat moratorium against the EU. Now, people might point out, but Josh, you can come to the U.S. because you're a U.S. citizen. That's true. I can. But Pence has said that if you are a U.S. citizen coming back from the EU, you must be quarantined for 14 days. So I literally can't go to road rage. If I go to road rage, I'll miss it. I'd have to leave like right now and then quarantine and then go to road rage and then fly back. But if I just go right now, I literally can't make it. And I guess it is like a self-quarantine, but I'm afraid if I do, like people have suggested some tricks. If I go to LA and I just don't quarantine myself, like, oh yeah, I'll be sure to lock myself up in the hotel. I'll get 14 days and do it for sure. But then I go to road rage anyways. Or if I go to Canada, if I go to whatever the fuck is way up north or on the west coast in Canada, and I just drive south and hit the U.S.-Canadian border, and they ask, have you been to Europe or China in the last month? And I'll be like, no, of course not. And then drive down to L.A. or take a train or something. Then I guess I could do that. I could technically do that. But the thing is, I am someone that a lot of people really, really don't like. And I'll be at a public event. So there will be a record of me intentionally not going into quarantine to visit a comedy club that a bunch of people from out of state are visiting so that I can do a comedy thing. And I just know that someone would report me to the fucking CDC or FBI or whatever and say that I'm in, and take clips from this stream and try to pretend that I was intentionally spreading the virus or something. I know it. I know it would happen. So it fucking sucks because I really wanted to go and I promised Dick I would go and I even bought the ticket. And here's how fucking smart I am. I said, Josh, I'm going to commit myself to this event. I am going to go to Road Rage and I'm going to buy this ticket and I'm not going to put down the $15 insurance on canceling later. So if I do cancel, there's it's $1,000 plane ticket. And if I cancel and try to get a refund, it's $200. Even if I try to get a credit instead of just canceling for a refund. So I didn't do that because now I can't back out. I'd lose the money. I'm definitely going to go no matter what. And then the fucking virus happens. And now if I want to cancel, I have to cost me $200 just to get my fucking money back. And what's bullshit about that is it's an equal fee between getting a credit with Delta and getting my money back. It's $200 either way. It's like, why even fucking offer the credit if it doesn't have any advantage over just getting my fucking money back? Why would I want Delta Funny Bucks if I can just get my fucking money back and not and incur the same penalty? So I might just call them because that's what it suggests and say, like, you can't do this. You can't say that I have to take this flight and quarantine myself for 14 days or incur a $200 penalty, even if I'm willing to take a credit because I fly all the fucking time and it's valuable to me. You know, utter fucking nonsense. I feel completely fucked over in this. I'm the primary victim of coronavirus. None of you know anyone who has coronavirus. Nobody listening to this knows anyone who has coronavirus. Jen doesn't have coronavirus. You know, nobody knows it doesn't even exist. As far as I'm concerned, the virus doesn't exist. The person who's been the most impacted by this has been me. I am the primary victim of this fucking bullshit. Until all the boomers die, I will be the only person negatively impacted by the virus. So fuck you. Oh, the bots are back. The bots are back. Stay at home and masturbate, Glam. Oh well. I can't adequately deal with this on one screen. You know, I hate my poor laptop. It's got a fucking gimpy GPU. It's got a shitty CPU. It's choked on power. It's literally telling me I checked my computer. It says you don't have enough power to run these applications. So my GPU is running so much trying to stream that it's not even pulling enough juice from the wall right now. Where's that potato guy at? He was the one who did it last time. And more soon. I am the victim. That's right. I'll give you a wrench for accurately depicting my state of victimhood. Oh, Tom Hanks. Dude, if Tom Hanks dies, I've never been sad over a celebrity death before, but for various reasons, I've been watching a ton of movies lately, and for some reason, every movie I picked ended up having Tom Hanks in it. And I'm like, oh, I actually really like Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks doesn't seem like a bad guy. And now he's like the first major celebrity to get the fucking coronavirus, and he's like 64. He's fucked. Tom Hanks is gonna die, and that's gonna make me sad. There's never gonna be another Tom Hanks movie. He played Mr. Rogers, man. He can't die. You can't take Mr. Rogers from us. Then again, I guess it's fair. If all the boomers get wiped out, we'll have to lose Tom Hanks, I guess. 56 and a half. That's the age cutoff. Here's my plan for the world. Remember this when it's all said and done. The virus has to kill everyone who's over 56 and a half. And then we'll make a constitutional amendment that disenfranchises 56 and a half people older than 56 and a half from voting and from holding office. You can't get elected from initially, like, if you're 56, you can still, like, at the time, like, if Trump was 56 and the election, and he would be 56, not 56 and a half before the actual election, he could still do it. But if you're 57 or on the late end of 56, you can't get back, you can't be reelected then because that's too old. So kill the boomers and then get a constitutional amendment in there that basically makes boomers or old people not people at all. I mean, actually, we could change that. We could even broaden that and make a constitutional amendment that says if you take any kind of government subsidies, then you don't get to vote. If you're on welfare, if you're on food stamps, if you get child care expenses, if you're on Section 9, if you get your Social Security deposits, you don't get to vote. And we'll have voter ID super mega enforced by this. We'll have a government system where if you're taking any fucking money from them, you can't vote. And if that happens, you got all the low information voters just knocked out immediately. Like 90% of all low information voters and boomers are completely out of the voting pool. And we'll see a return to form. Our country will be strong again. It will be great again. We'll be able to vote and have representation of the people who matter the most. And that's people who are like me. I matter the most. And I hope you all will support me in my political gambits when I decide to pull a Sargon and run for office so I can pass lofty constitutional amendments to revoke voter rights. You'll think of me and you'll vote for me. What about Weinstein's 26-year-old son? He fucked. If you can, there's a certain level in the global elite where it's like if you just get so much attention, they can't help you anymore. Now, I'm sure. Now, here's the thing, is that the way our prison systems work, if you pay a premium, that's about $18,000 a year, you can get much better accommodations. So it's kind of like Al Capone. When Al Capone got arrested and went to Alcatraz, he got like this premium cell that was like the size of a living room, and it had a writing desk and all this other stuff. And he basically, it's just like being on home arrest, basically. So Weinstein will be fine. I'm sure he won't be happy to be in jail, but I'm also pretty sure that it won't be like poo-poo pee-pee prison where everything's covered in shit and you get molested and stuff like everyone else. With Epstein, though, he was too big. He had to die. So they killed him. The little people and the big people, they don't get treated the same. Why even celebrate it? Oh, I'm so sorry. Other way around. I'm so happy. I'm elated that the man who molested, who's that bitch? Emily Watson or whatever, the Harry Potter woman. I'm so sad that so happy that he got arrested. Wow, what justice! Everyone, we're better off than we were before. Our communities were safer. There's one less molester in Hollywood. Oh, joyous fucking day! We've been gifted this by the fucking government. I'm so happy that after a multiple decades long career of prosperity and millions and millions of dollars and multiple worldwide financial successes one after the other, degrading the value of cinema for fucking decades and molesting people the entire fucking time. I'm so happy he's finally brought to justice when he's too old to walk properly. What a fantastic, joyous occasion. It's better when things like Snake Thing get arrested, because he's like a threat. He's like an active threat to things I care about, like animals, as opposed to Hollywood celebrities like Emma Watson. Whatever. Peter Wood is safe now, exactly. Let's see. Is there anything else? We need someone in the wreckage, brother. Exactly. It's like the fucking globalists, like Bane. We need someone to be down there to pretend that it applies even-handedly. Virus. Markets bad. Everyone unhappy. I think I covered all the major points, right? Well, look at a little bit of that Shanny stuff, and I'll close out. If you're wondering, by the way, I already talked about daylight savings time. People know what daylight savings time is. Where's Shanny at? I looked at that. Let's look at this again. Let's skip forward a bit. I wish I could blow it up, but my laptop is shitting itself. Oh, there we go. Get her in the hospital. She's got the fiber. Save her, government. Save her. Oh no! She can't ease herself into a gurney. It's so hard to step up.
If she's cuffed, we have to do this. You guys do it since you doubled up. Makes it easy. Alright, sounds good.
He laughed at her when he said double cup. I need water right now. I'm literally dehydrating like an African child. How can you do this to me, fellow women?
See you in a few. This is so uncomfortable. I wish I could switch my wrists the other way so they're like pressing the other way.
I understand. It's only a couple blocks here, okay? Oh, sorry.
Handcuffs hurt me.
A couple blocks.
Oh no, not a couple blocks. In a vehicle.
I'm sick. I just wanted to get some fucking sleep today.
Please yell at the EMS woman. The 20-year-old girl doing EMS tonight.
You wouldn't leave me alone.
Wow.
He slaps me. I need to get some shit.
You gotta break me out of here.
What the hell was that?
Oh, those are just we have to keep our stuff in here.
Oh my god.
Not scissors.
I'm done. I'm officially done with life. I'm done.
Pass out then.
This is bullshit.
Here. Actually,
Here.
I'll make a promise. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll let this play out a couple minutes. And then when I come back, I think I have her phone number. I've tried calling 12 different numbers, but I got 2 more, which might work. So hang in there. Oh, I see. I picked a perfect time to leave. Well, nothing's happening. Don't worry, guys. I got the fix. Where's this number at? Huh. 91074. Alright, I got this. Where is this? Oh, it's not this post, is it? Oh, come the fuck on. Where is my... Aha! Okay. Actually, 801... I no guarantee that this will work, by the way, because I've tried so many numbers, and I've had no luck.
Your call cannot be completed at...
Oh. I don't even know how, because I've looked at her information, like her records, and she's had so many different phone numbers. She's had literally like a dozen or so that's been tied to her. How the fuck did she have so many phone numbers? I'll try the one that's like most recent, and if this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to give up. But it's so frustrating. Like, maybe she just doesn't pay her phone bill. She loses her number all the time. It's the only thing I can think of.
Sorry, that mailbox is invalid.
How could this happen, chat? How could this happen to me? I just want to talk. I even tried, there's like phone numbers in the police records. I've tried all of them, and none of them work. It's like, it's just like a fucking dumpy meth head. How does this happen? Okay. I think that's it. Can anybody think of anything else? Anything we missed for this week? This days of happening. Because well, here's the thing is that Trump is doing an announcement at 3 p.m. That's so 3 p.m. in 2 hours or so. He's expected to talk, and he's expected to announce a state of emergency. So I'm not sure. Like, so far, I think the Dow is a little bit up tonight, so it's not like the bloodbath I was hoping for. But I think that before it closes, they're going to sell off, because you have 2 days of unknown coming up, and who knows how it could develop over those days, and the markets don't like unknowns. So I think it'll dump really, really hard before the weekend, especially if Trump announces an hour and a half before closing that there's a state of emergency, or as expected, a lot of people think that he has the virus. So if he announces that he has the virus, that would also cause a panic. One more thing. Oh God, what was it? Oh, I was Rusty Cage, by the way, has been banned from Twitter, and I'll show you his tweet on the big screen. If I can pull it up, there it is. He was banned from Twitter for copyright infringement for his own music. As he says, for the record, I got about 10 copyright strikes in 2 hours on tweets containing my own original content from someone claiming to be me. First, my account was locked, but due to multiple DMCAs, they suspended the account. So no, it's not because I called coronavirus gay. So there is someone out there right now who is filing, and this is like the fourth or fifth person this has happened to, who is filing DMCA claims in the names of people that are not them, and they're filing them against people that for content that they don't own, against people who do own that content, and it's nonsense. It's immediately on the heels of all those fake emails I got and stuff too. So there's someone doing like a prank, and because of how the DMCA basically gives no leniency to companies, because it's such a fucking horrific overreach, like, everyone's getting their shit deleted. So right now, if you really wanted to, you could file a bullshit DMCA claim against verified users on Twitter and have their accounts deleted for posting content that they made by themselves. which is fucking wild. So if you want to go for it, I would encourage you. I am actively encouraging for you to break the law by committing perjury on a DMCA claim to delete accounts, which is objectively torturous interference, by the way, so that we can show how fucking awful the DMCA is, because this is bullshit. Also, all that's a joke, and I'm talking about Minecraft. So that's my rant about that as well. Speaking of Rusty Cage, I'm probably going to play a Rusty Cage song, because I do like his music. What do I got? What do I got in the library? I didn't think about an exit song, because I was too busy freaking out. I was too busy freaking out about the markets. I was refreshing all day. Okay, I've had this song stuck in my head, by the way. It's kind of edgy. It's definitely kind of edgy, but it's been stuck in my head, and I'm pretty sure that it will be stuck in your head too. So, oh, fucking the Idubbbz shit. Oh my god, that's like another 20 minutes of me being angry. I didn't talk about the Idubbbz shit at fucking all. Idubbbz's girlfriend is like a whore, like an internet whore. I talked about it last night, but I don't consider those canon when I just start the stream. So for posterity, if you're listening to this, on this week of March 13th, it was discovered that Idubbbz, the internet celebrity, famous, like one of the first famous YouTubers ever, has a girlfriend who just like blatantly, horrifically disrespects him all the fucking time, is obviously doted on by Chris Raygun. And she's into him. They don't even live together. He lives in like LA and she lives in Canada. And they're in a quote unquote relationship. She's posting like titty pictures on the internet. She's like hitting on Chris Raygun, and Chris Raygun's hitting on her in public. And then when she goes on live streams, she just talks shit about him the entire fucking time. It's the fucking wild. Here, let me pull up this video. I'm just playing this because it's absolute. It's. Where the fuck is this video at? No, I have it. No, I have it. Oh, you know what? Probably in the thread. Yes, it is. I'll play some of it, but you'll get the gist really soon.
What's it like to hear Ian do a bad unboxing? I mean, he's in a different room, so you just hear a lot of yelling.
It's interesting.
Yeah, oh yeah, you've heard it too, haven't you? Because
yeah.
You came over that one time. And it's just a bunch of yelling, like random shit.
He just walked out of that fucking room.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's his office, and my office is like the one. But it's just like a bunch of just fucking autistic screeching for like hours. And then he emerges like in a pile of shit. Oh my god, me and Ian had the most uncomfortable fucking interaction at like, we were on White Ave, we were in one of the shops, and these two girls come up to us, and like, they were excited that Ian was there, which was like great and cool and whatever, but like, one of them was like, just like looked at Ian, she's like, I fucking hate that slut Tana, and Ian's like, holy shit, like, because it's like, what the fuck, like I get, like, you're trying to relate, and it's kind of, like, whatever, but, like, when you come out like that, just, like, fucking, like, I hate that slut Tana, like, Ian's like, what the fuck? And I was just, like, looking, like, holy
It's always
shit.
very weird, because
her voice is so annoying. I don't know what it is, but she legitimately sounds like female to male. Or male to female. Like, she just has that voice crack. It's like, it doesn't sound natural. It sounds very unnatural. This is them together. Idubbbz now has this creepy pedophile mustache thing going on. And what she did, originally when they first started getting together, she was like a Twitch titty streamer. Like, just openly, like, called herself a titty streamer. This is a great picture from the thread. And you can see that she's just, like, front and center with, like, this push-up bra so that her tits have as much cleavage facing the camera as possible, downward angle. And, she's playing League of Legends or something, but the game is like super minimized in the corner, so like the tits are front and center, and it's totally transparent in what it's doing. It's really embarrassing. But that was the start. That was just the start of it. Man, I really want to show you the before and after of her boob job because Ian or Idubbbz paid for it. But I can show you this. And this is just her. This is like the shit she puts out on her Twitter page. It's not even like a private thing. That's what she puts out public facing. Of course, Chris Raygun, the guy she's actually interested in, follows her like titty account on Twitter. And she puts out, like, the nude pictures she puts out are all censored. They're kind of like, I mean, they're, fuck it. If my channel gets banned, I don't give a shit. I don't care anymore. I'll stream on BitChute or whatever. Oh no. So this is him with the Nintendo Switch, of course. He's literally wearing a shirt that says soy. It's the Kikamori or whatever soy brand. Or like the soy you put on sushi. She puts out shit like this. This is all her content. Here's what gets me. You ready? Like, you're married to someone who is independently wealthy. Idubbbz will never, if he plays his cards right, he'll never need to work again a day in his life. Like, your financials are settled. So if you're like, okay, if you're someone who can make a ton of money doing titty streams, I guess, like, more power to you. Like, who gives a fuck? You're exploiting retards. But number one, if you're in a relationship, that's really poor taste. Number two, she's obviously not the type of person who's going to be making $100,000 a month or $10,000 a month or whatever doing this, because she's just like an average-looking woman, you know? Maybe if she does, well, fucking Brittany Venti gets money from retards. Maybe she can. If Brittany Venti looks like shit. Her eyes are her face, the symmetry of her face is preposterous. She looks like a retard. She looks like she has developmental disorders. She gets popped out. She has this nappy, disgusting fucking hair, and her complexion is the color of like coffee and shit blended together. And somehow, because she wears like a push-up bra, people give her fucking money and value what she has to say. How does this happen, chat? How does the ugliest fucking woman who I can't look at without getting the actual smell of shit stuck in my nose, because I know her apartment must smell like a cat's litter box because the cats just dump ass fucking everywhere, including her bed. How the fuck does that make money? So I don't know. Maybe she does make money. Who the fuck? But she doesn't make enough money to like justify being a whore when Idubbbz is her boyfriend. How does this happen? I'm perplexed. I'm disgusted at the same time. How do these things happen? There's that. Here, hold up. I want to show you the before and after. This is because that's not pornography. It is. It is. What's the word? Science. Where's the before and after picture? Because I need this. I need to show you. I need to show everyone what this looks like. What she had Idubbbz pay to do to her. It needs to be recorded. It needs to be put on the internet forever. Where the fuck? I know I have this in this thread somewhere. I know it's in this fucking... Oh, there we go. This. Look. Look at this. She, like, ruined herself. She had perfectly fine tits before. And then she completely ruined herself with these shitty fucking implants. What the fuck is this? Why would you pay money for that? I'm gonna have to hide it. So soak it in while you can. But for real, why the fuck would you do that? I'm racist, maybe. And really, I mean, I keep talking about Venti because Venti is like super capitalizing on this. Where is this? Everything, she put out a video about it. She's been tweeting about it nonstop. Oh, look. This, where is it? She's retweeting this shit. I don't know what the, oh. This is like a boomer meme. That's awful. She really thinks she's funny. She got blocked by Fuentes. Oh, and then I think they stole this off the forum.
You're a whore. You're a whore. Just admit it. You're a whore. You whore yourself out online. You whore yourself out in front of your family and your friends. You're a whore, plain and simple. Just admit that you're a whore and a slut and a harlot.
And then there was one in particular, but I'm just like, how the fuck does Brittany Venti have the audacity, have the fucking audacity to criticize someone else for being like a thought? Because she's the epitome of someone who has absolutely no value except for being a woman, and for some reason people actually like her, and it's quite disgusting. There's one clip of hold up. Actually, you know what? I think it's in her thread. I'll pull that up real quick. Oops. Where is it? Hopefully there's no tits in this. Oh, there is tits in this. Where's the clip with her talking to Sargon? Hold up. Because I have to play this for my rant about Brittany Venti to be correct. Brittany Venti Sargon. Okay, yeah, here.
I could have. I should.
My makeup messed up. Are you gonna give me my $3 of makeup I cried off?
Her voice is terrible, by the way. This video was the first exposure I had to her voice. And it's just like the other chick. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, I know I'm not one to throw stones about voices, especially because I do a podcast and I just sound horrendous, but they're so, like, it's the opposite ends. Brittany Venti sounds like nails on a chalkboard, and the other bitch, Idubbbz' girlfriend, Aniza, or whatever, she sounds like a boy. It's strange. It's a strange dichotomy.
I can give you $3 for makeup, yes.
Right now.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah, well, I'll send you $3 if you want, man. That's fine. How do I do it? Just like send me a PayPal or something.
It's streamlabs.com/Brittany Deer, like the animal.
Can you put a link?
This isn't the video I had in mind, but this is
Hickson,
funny.
can you please link it to him for me? I can't tab out right now.
She's seriously demanding $3. I thought it was like a joke. She seriously is demanding $3.
I don't think I've ever actually used Streamlabs before. Although
it's the same thing as PayPal, basically.
Yeah. Now that I'm demonetized, I'll probably have to.
Like, now I'm uglier for this stream. Like, I was about to be, like, slightly less ugly, and now I don't have that. Like, I lost my dick.
People actually applauding this. What the fuck?
Dignity, my makeup,
Oh,
my jokes, my mental stability. Did I mention my mental stability?
You did not. Is the minimum $5? I don't know.
No, just send me. I mean, you should send me $5, but I cried about $3 in makeup off, about 0.1 of an ounce.
Yeah. I don't want you to not be put out of pocket. Obviously, that'd be cruel of me.
No, I hate them, and I hate their exchanges. Where is the one where she makes him, where he is like talking down to her? I don't have that video offhand. Oh wow. There was an exchange with them, and she just comes off as the biggest, stupidest bitch that's ever lived. And he's like amused by how fucking dumb and empty her brain is. And somehow she's allowed to capitalize off this. She's allowed to point out, like, I mean, I guess it's because of it's Idubbbz, I guess, is that it makes money for her. But it's just preposterous to me. If you give money to women on the internet, you're a retard. You're not even like a simp. You're just fucking retarded. You should kill yourself. All right. I'm done. This is the song I was talking about. I'll see you guys next week. I might do more videos throughout the week because I've been feeling good. I've been feeling kind of ranty recently. Even though my mic is shit. I'm sorry about my mic being shit. I might have to buy a new one or something, or figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do because this is unacceptable. All right. I'll see you guys. Take it easy. And I apologize. This is like an edgy song. All of Rusty Cage's songs are kind of edgy. Especially ones, because he's like a super hardcore nihilist, but it's catchy, so it's worth playing. And bye.
some songs are happy, and some songs are sad. Some songs are really well rehearsed, and other songs are bad. Well, some songs are angry, and some songs are sweet. Some songs are made to help you wake up in the morning. Well, here's a little song to help you go back to sleep. There isn't any God, and when you die, you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. Sometimes I think about the chance that I'm wrong, and then I close my eyes and just remember this song. I said there isn't any God, and when you die, you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. There ain't nobody watching us, 'cause nobody cares. And in the end, we're living all alone. If I could live forever, I'd do it if I could. Leave it all behind, everything that I've done. It's just as bad as if it never begun. And if I was a believer, and Lord knows I've tried, well, I could be at peace when I close my eyes, and I can go to heaven on the day that I die. But there isn't any God, and when you die, you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. Sometimes I think about the chance that I'm wrong, and then I close my eyes and just remember this song. I said there isn't any God, and when you die, you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. There ain't nobody watching us, 'cause nobody cares. And in the end, we're living all alone. Love don't matter, 'cause you die in the end. And money don't matter, 'cause you die in the end. And life don't matter, 'cause you die in the end. But it's really never over, no, it's really never over. There isn't any God, and when you die, you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. Sometimes I think about the chance that I'm wrong, and then I close my eyes and just remember this song. I said there isn't any God, and when you die, you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. There ain't nobody watching us, 'cause nobody cares. And in the end, we're living all alone.
Yeah, but where's my phone?
Why are you changing the subject? Do you think
Because
you're slick?
Really important stuff.
Do you think you're slick? No, we can talk about that too, but like, you just think you're slick. You just like lie. It's kind of like a what do you call it? Like,
yeah.
Like you lie, just for the sake of doing it. What do you call that? What do you call that, chat?
Well, pathological liar.
Yeah, pathological liar. I'm not calling you one, but you're showing symptoms of it.
I
You know, I'm
probably
not
am,
a doctor. I can't diagnose you, but like, you just seem to be changing the subjects, like someone who would lie habitually does, and like
there are lots
you
of
gotta.
doctors in the chat.
The thing is, you gotta like address stuff. You can't just like always laugh everything off, because then nothing gets answered and people don't take you.
Well, what answers would
seriously.
you like from me? And I'll just give you direct ones, the most literal truth as I understand it, and then there you go. What would you like to answer?
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and ask you a question like, why do you lie, like I did earlier, because clearly I'm not gonna get an answer like that, and you're just gonna